accountability guidelines. Most definitely. I got y'all. What's happening? What's happening? It's your boy Sansa for the Conscious Mind checking in. You already know what it is when I come across you for you pay. Start tap in, dope gems, dope historical facts. You heard me? Just got kicked off of TikTok like somebody reported my page. I'm assuming it was somebody who claimed to be more. Um, Not knowing that I actually have it inside my family tree, and I've been doing my due diligence and research about all of it. So folks just hate the information that you just be dropping. Oh, them boys kicked your boy off. That shit crazy. Now knowing I got a whole nother platform. I've been waiting to use this one. But like I was saying, man, it's two different type of Moors, bro. Folks gotta understand that's a hard pill to swallow, but it's facts, man. And if you don't do your genealogy, you'll just be out here blind following the blind. You know what I'm saying? You'll just be out here blind following the blind. This is genealogy. Genealogy is hella important. Like, yeah, it was Moors over here. Yeah, but not everybody is the certain type of Moor that they think was over here. You know, the whole George Washington cherry tree, all that, man, that shit's dealing with the Arabs, bro. This is why they came over here on Ellis Island. You feel me? But like I said, that shit's a hard pill to swallow. A lot of folks get it. A lot of folks won't. It's fairly new. And then with that being said, you gotta understand that a lot of people was led astray and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta understand the difference between the Barbary tribes and the Arab tribes. And that's all. One brought Islam, the other one was spirituality. The other one, which was the indigenous Barbaries, they believed in the same thing all the other indigenous people around the world believed in as well. You know what I'm saying? They believed in the firmament. They, you know what I'm saying, the sun, positive energy. They knew about the magnetic, about the ground. They just practiced spirituality and everything. And the same way how a lot of indigenous people around the world got converted, enslaved, killed, it's the same story. It's the same story with all of these, man. Same story with all these religions, bro. So, the Arab ones from the Turk came over with Islam. They seen folks you know what I'm saying, they doing their own little spiritual worship and stuff like that. So they called them heathens. We done heard this story plenty of times, right? It just wasn't Islam. See, and that's the thing too about the indoctrination and the brainwash is that they always got you looking at Christianity and Catholicism, but nobody seems to turn around and really study Islam and where it came from, who created it, who brought it over. You know what I'm saying? How did it start over there with the Turks in Russia and Germany and all that other shit like that, and make its way all the way over to America? You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't understand where it came from and who brought it. A lot of people don't know who Noble Drew Ali was taught from. A lot of people don't understand who Elijah Muhammad, teacher and everything, was taught from. You understand me? You gotta do your due diligence and stop following blindly, man. That's why you always gotta do your own research. That's why I encourage people to do their own research all the time. So it's the same story. They went over there to the Iberian Peninsula. When you talk about the Moors conquered Spain, you gotta realize who was in Spain. You feel me? The genetic mutation inside the skin hasn't really happened yet. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't white people over there like that. Everybody was melanated. We talking about indigenous aborigines of these lands, bro. They was copper color. They was dark skinned folk too. So they went over there, they called them heathens, savages and shit like that, and then that's when they invaded, enslaved, and they conquered Spain and Portugal and all that, and those indigenous people in turn converted over to Islam to protect themselves. You know what I'm saying? It was get down and lay down, just like how it was with any other religion around here. It's the same story because it's the same people doing the shit. You know what I'm saying? If you are an indigenous person and you are from this earth, this soil, this landmass, bro, you don't have a religion. You are spiritual, nigga. You have a soul. Your soul is connected to the highest power, bro. You know what I'm saying? This shit's written in your essence. It's written in your DNA, nigga. You don't need no man-made religion to tell you how to be a decent human being. You know how to do that shit. You know what I'm saying? So, and it's the same story, man. The Barbary tribes just converted over. You know, a lot of the Arab tribes had took the wives, got them pregnant. Y'all know how the story goes. Same story, same timeline, same people, just like everything else. You know, they took the wives, forced marriage or whatever the case may be, had kids, and that right there, the kids, the descendants became your mixed Arab and Moor tribe now. You know what I'm saying? And then later on in history, the pale skin Turks made their way on over after they done did they whole after they done got spliced and mixed with Neanderthal, monkey DNA and all that type of shit. Then they came behind them and mixed with those that was already mixed, okay, with the indigenous with the original Moors, which is the indigenous Arabs, and then the indigenous Berberi tribe, and then you got these spliced Neanderthal hybrids coming over there and mixing with them later on. And now you have the phenotype and the features that you have over there right now. You know what I'm saying? And that's how it go. A lot of us come from the Barbary tribes, and we landed over here. You know what I'm saying? Some of us have the Arab inside our family line, but this is why genealogy is hella important. You know what I'm saying? Me, I have a little bit of both. I got the Arab and I got the Barbary. You know what I'm saying? I got the Black Irish in me as well. You know what I'm saying? Shem, Israelite. The Barbary tribes are connected to Israelite and Shem and the Joktan Arabs. You know what I'm saying? So that's what the Barbary tribes is connected to. And the Arab Moors or the Arab tribes, they are connected to the Anglo-Saxons and Caucasians and all that type of shit like that. So just like I said, go get that book called The Origins of the Anglo-Saxon, and it talks about their darker forefathers. And right there is a gem that'll lead you to where you need to go, and then you'll understand what I'm saying, and what I'm saying makes more sense. But they fake ass Moors be hating that shit. These fake ass Moors they be hating when I be dropping that gym, because a lot of them know this, and a lot of them don't know this. Some of them is following blindly. Some of them know this because a lot of them is controlled opposition. A lot of them that be on these platforms are the feds, bro. I'm trying to tell you, y'all better go read COINTELPRO and read Control Opposition. A lot of these folks that be on these damn platforms and shit talking about Israelite this and Moors that, but be really watch these folks. Them folks be the feds. They be controlled opposition. They be people that look like you, but they not quite like you, man. They come from a whole different bloodline. They come from a whole different branch of existence. Okay? You gotta really peak game, and I'm talking to my people, you know what I'm saying? My star seeds, my indigos, you know what I'm saying? Like just my real folk, you understand me? So shout out to everybody that's in here though. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. I wish I could see who's in here, but I can't see. Ain't nobody commenting. But but man, shout out to all my star seeds though, man. All my indigo children and shit like that. Cause that's who I speak to. Cause a lot of us is following behind these same false doctrines and shit like that. And all these doctrines are the same shit because it come from the same people, man. It's just wrapped up with a whole different label. And we just really gotta be careful out here stepping, man. Like, don't get down with any camps, bro. Don't get down with no organizations, man. Stay independent like a rapper. You feel me? Don't fall victim to to none of this shit. A lot of these people are put into play to lead you astray. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these people are put in a place to be led astray, man. Y'all gotta question a lot of these Israelite groups out here taking the streets by storm and shit like that, man. Like, we really the children. Like, we really the children. I believe that. Like, we really the children. But at the same time, if you done found some shit that they was hiding a long time ago and everybody started to band together and walk down the street and don't nobody touch y'all, what man, that shit suspect. Just like it's no different than when the Klan be walking down, that shit suspect too. But we talking about some whole Israelite information, inheritance of the earth. All we talking about shit deep like that. Them folks is not gonna let you walk down the street like that, waking up everybody. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say a lot of these camps are controlled opposition, bro. A lot of these camps are COINTELPRO. You know what I'm saying? They pop up out of nowhere, and they pop up deep, and they get all this funding and all this type. Man, look, bro, stay away from that shit, man. Stay away from that shit, man. Do your own self-education. Rock with yourself and rock with like-minded people, bro. I like to rock with spiritual folks. No tag, no label. We spiritual beings. We electromagnetic. We, bioelectric beings. And man, I vibe with folk like that. You know what I'm saying? But when people come to me and want to know about the history and genealogy, I'll break the shit down. But you gotta be willing to understand and be open minded to hearing what what's being broke down, because it's going against everything that you learn. And when I mean everything you learn, I'm talking about everything. I'm talking about shit, public school. I'm talking about some of these niggas that's on the corner screaming and preaching at people. I'm talking about all this shit, man. A lot of this shit bullshit, man. That's why you gotta do your own due diligence. This is why I do my best to tell y'all the books and the information that'll lead you there. You know what I'm saying? That's why I tell folks, go get the Ur Chaldees and the Chaldeans and really understand. You know what I'm saying? Go find out the difference between Arabs and Barbary Moors. They will tell you. You know what I'm saying? Hell, authentic Arabs will tell you. Go down there to the marathon with Habibi and them, bro. They'll tell you the difference. Them folks know the difference, man. And pay attention to who's being let into America and prospering better than you. That will let you know too. That will let you know too, bro. Man, Woodrow Wilson, Jim Crow, all these folk, bro. These folk made a deal with immigrants, nigga. Cause these niggas are immigrants, nigga. The whole thing been about immigration and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? It's always like that. Everybody talking about these peace treaties. Peace treaties of Morocco, boy. Them peace treaties is with Arabs, nigga. That shit's with Arabs, nigga. They the main ones that's coming over here. As soon as something happen with Arabs, bro, America be the first one to jump. Y'all peep that. At $1 billion, they get new neighborhoods built, and you know what I'm saying, they ain't gotta pay taxes when they come here. All that shit, man, pay attention to that shit, boy. Them folks get over here and get stores before you get in it, and you been here longer. They get money, new communities built for them. They get the whole red carpet treatment. You know what I'm saying? Pay attention to that shit. Kamala Harris is an Arab. She come from the Arab bloodline. We got a sister in office, a person of color, yeah, but she ain't that. She ain't the type of person of color that you think she is. No sir, man. Both her parents, even her daddy. Her daddy Jamaican, man. Her daddy moved to Jamaica, man. Her daddy still from India. They are related to the Arabs, man. They're the same people, bro. Which are in turn related. They are the same people as the Caucasians. They're the same folk. Decolonize your mind, man, because it ain't black and white like they think. But they wanted to teach you this shit for a reason. They wanted to put everything in black and white just to throw you off. But man, hey, it's like that, man. That's why you gotta do your due diligence, dog. Due diligence, research and shit. Everything makes sense. Pay attention to who's being let over here and who's being kept out of here and all that type of shit, man. For real. We already understand that, they going extinct. They going extinct faster than what they projections projected. You know what I'm saying? So the only people who can boost and build their bloodline back up is the people of the same Caucasian stock, which would be your Arabs, which would be some of your North Africans who are now Arabs, which would be some of your India people, which would be some of your African people, some of your little Ethiopians and Nigerians, and some of them be coming over here and they status say white. Same people, bro. They just, man, they know this, but you don't know this. And then, you got brothers like me out here trying to tell y'all this, but you be looking at us crazy. But if the way you was thinking worked, you wouldn't be inside the matrix that you are right now. Listen to those who got the information. Go get your Operation High Jump. Go get your MK Ultra, man. Go get your consciousness transfer CIA documents. You know what I'm saying? Go get your Alaska documents when they talk about Noah's Noah's ship. You feel me? Man, go get your Project Bluebeam. Go get your artichoke, man. All these documents is out here, man. All of these documents. Go get your black extraterrestrial documents. You know what I'm saying? And extraterrestrial ain't nothing like what people think it is, bro. Extraterrestrial, the etymology of extra just means an abundance, amount of, and extravagant. A terrestrial is an inhabitant of Earth. So when you put both of them together to make extraterrestrial, you got an extravagant abundance amount of inhabitants of Earth. But they got you looking up though. For real. It's like that, man. Nothing's what it seems. Nothing's what it seems. Nothing's what it seems. Nothing's what it seems, man. You know, race classification in the census, but that is a caste system. We know words is spelled, so what is a caste? Like you're casting a spell, okay? And it's a system. What is a system? Systematically, okay? It's a cast. Everything's a spell that's being put on you, from the TVs to the movies to the radios, you know, to your job, to your church, to your school, your phone. Social media is social engineering experiments and shit like this. This is, man, social media and the platforms is definitely a social engineering experiment, because this is where the most of the brainwash and the bullshit be going on nowadays. You know what I'm saying? So everything's a program around you. Everything's an agenda around you. You feel me? Everything's a spell. Words a spell. It's being cast on you daily, man. Research what electromagnetic fields is. Research what neuromelanin is. Research that you are a bioelectrical being. Research that your heart is the main electrical pump to your body. Then your brain is the second, and then your stomach is the third. All of it is connected. Your heart, your brain, and your stomach. And you know what I'm saying? All of those are bioelectrical conductor like pumps that produces the electricity for your body. You understand? And with that being said, on top of that, your heart got over 40,000 neurons. Your brain has neurons. Your heart has 40,000 neurons plus, and your stomach got neurons as well. All of it, your brain, your heart, your stomach, all of that is connected. It's electromagnetic, man. That's why it's important for you to ground. You did? So, what? Shout out to everybody that's inside the live right now, man. I wish I could see everybody comment if you're inside the live, if you're from the TikTok, man. But yeah, it's that deep. But this the shit that get my lives on TikTok pulled every time. This the shit that make the Moors mad. This the shit that made, boy, look, I be making folks mad. But truth is the truth, man. And truth don't give a fuck who tell it, as long as it's being told. It did. But you know how that go. Y'all know how that shit go though. Yeah, man. But I ain't doing much. I just wanted to jump on here to finish what I was saying on my TikTok live before they snipped your boy. You know what I'm saying? But But check out, man, look, check out all those documents. Check out the Tavis Scott Institute of Human Relations. You feel me? When they talk about social engineering. Matter of fact, go get the CIA document of MK Ultra, and then right behind it, don't read it yet, but go get it. You feel me? Go download it. Archives.org, CIA document, MK Ultra. Then go get the Tavistock Institute of Human Relations. Okay, Archives.org. Go get that. Talk about social engineering. Read both of those together. Read both of those together. And then when you get done with that, then go back to archives.org and get the document called Quiet Weapons for Silent Wars. Okay? Go get that book. And then read that. Right behind, after you done got the MK Ultra and the Tavistock Institute of Human Relations, then you want to get what's that one I just said? MK Ultra Tavistock University Institute. I just had a brain fart. I just had a brain fart like that. Well, if you remember what I just said, cool. And then after you get those, then go get the human cloning books, archives.org. Go get the human cloning books, okay? The human cloning books gonna break down the Mach 1s through the Mach 5 clones, or Mach 1 synthetics to the Mach 5 synthetics or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But Mach 1, Mach 2, and Mach 3 of the human clones deal with REM, REM. It begins with rapid eye movement. You know what I'm saying? That right there ties into MK Ultra, which ties into social engineering experiment, and then silent weapons for quiet wars, okay? And then that ties into silent weapons for quiet wars, and then all your devices and shit, and the radiation and the radio waves and the frequencies and all that shit ties in. After you done read all of those, this is for people who don't believe. For those who are already on it, shout out to it. But for those who's not on it, after you done read all those documents and all those books, go to every conspiracy theorist that you done called a conspiracy theorist and apologize to them. Apologize to them. Real talk. I guess I get back out here and start doing some work real quick here in a minute. Everybody hear my phone talking about that misinformation, man. Yeah, boy, them boys pull my TikTok line, talk some misinformation. How is it misinformation if I'm telling people what books to get? You know what I'm saying? How is it misinformation because I'm telling people to go get the Tavistock Institute books? You know what I'm saying? It's misinformation for telling me for me telling people to do your genealogy and shit like that, right? These folks crazy, man. No misinformation. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, man, when I start talking about that more, when I start talking about that Moorish history and shit like that, the Arab, all that, boy, my lines get pulled damn near every time, automatically. You know what I'm saying? That's how you know I'm talking about some real shit. They don't pull the fake shit, they pull the real shit. That's how you know I'm talking about that real shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of folks don't even know about that. But that's just another scam. That's another scheme. Do your genealogy, man. Find out where you come from. Find out who your actual ancestors are. Man, don't do no DNA test, boy. Hey, man, don't give them boys your DNA. You feel me? Don't give them boys your DNA. Do your genealogy. Go to your grandma. Find out who her mama and her daddy was. Get their maiden names, get their birth dates, and get where they from. Okay. From there, you're going to take their parents' names and maiden names and different ways that they used to spell it, and nicknames as well, because our ancestors used to put their nicknames on census records back then too. So once you get your grandparents' names, then you're gonna take your great grandparents' names and do the same thing over and over and over. And you can do this on ancestry.com. You can do this on, you can go to the National Archives and everything like that. You could do it. And for those who want to know, well, how does this help me or benefit me? For one, it lets you know that everything that they told you in school is bullshit. For two, this teaches you that everything that you know about slavery is bullshit. For three, this lets you know all the land that was stolen from you. Okay? And then it gives you your identity. Okay? It gives you your identity. Once you go back further enough, I say me, I start finding out like the whole black, white, mulatto, and all that shit. All that shit started dying down when I started getting to like my fifth grandparent. When I started getting to my fifth great grandparents, then nationalities and shit start kicking in, like Moor from Turkey, you know what I'm saying, or Cherokee from Mississippi, or Choctaw Mississippian, you know what I'm saying. All that start coming, Seminole, you know what I'm saying. All that start coming in. I even got some ancestors that had Hebrew as they race. Okay, so like it really starts getting like that. And then once you start finding out your ancestors, then you gonna go to these history books that a lot of us is telling y'all to dig into. You know what I'm saying? All these hidden history books that all of us is telling you to dig into, go into there. That right there correlates with your family. You know what I'm saying? When you talk about uh, the Sephardic Jews and Moors in British colonial America, the original 13 colonies and all that, and you go and the conquest of the Arab Moors of Spain and all this type of shit like that, like that shit start correlating with your family and starts correlating with everything your grandmama done told you and your grandfathers and census records and all that. Then you start understanding that you're not just black, your skin brown for one. Then you'll start finding out that you're not African American and all that crazy shit. You start finding out that you are a hybrid. Like me, I have black Irish. You feel me? I have Moor from Turks, which is your Arab Moors. I have that in my family tree, like I say a lot of us do. I also have Barbary Moors inside my family tree, like a lot of us do. You know what I'm saying? Which would be your Iberian Peninsula folks, which would be your Spaniards and your Portuguese. You know what I'm saying? So therefore, you have Spaniard and Portuguese inside your family, but you have the melanated ones, okay? And then I start finding out I have Mississippi Choctaw, I have Blackfoot, Gullah Geechee, Seminole. Seminole is just runaways. The Seminoles are mixed tribal anyways. You know what I'm saying? So that's more Cherokee, that's more Choctaw, that's more Tiano Arabic. You know what I'm saying? Cause I got ancestors, and my daddy side, a lot of them come from Haiti as well. You know what I'm saying? So I got the Tiano Arabic. So it's running down. You got so now, if you coming from the southeast, like me, like Georgia and all these southern states, and you haven't did your genealogy, 9 times out of 10, which is 90% of the time, when you do your genealogy, it's gonna pop up just like mine, which would be Black Irish, Arab and Barbary Moors, which is your Spaniards and Portugals. Then you will have let's see, then you will have a little bit of the Black Dutch in there, and then you will have American Indian. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of us have Mississippian Indian tribal connections. Gullah Geechee, Seminole, Blackfoot, Cherokee, Choctaw, Chickasaw, Algonquin, Iroquois, the Sioux. You start having all that inside your family tree. You know what I'm saying? And then you just realize that I'm a hybrid. And my ancestors wasn't slaves, and the slave trade was fucked up, and it's not told how it's supposed to be told. It's widely fabricated about. Not saying it didn't happen, but I'm saying it's widely fabricated about. um Man, dude, your genealogy is key. That shit unlocks everything, and it does something to your brain and information once you get it. you know Go ahead and burn one before I get back out here doing some work real quick. Gotta get the cone here. You know what I'm saying? So It gets deep like that. It gets deep like that. Genealogy is key. So when you have these random ass Moors coming up to you talking about we Moors and shit like that, ask them for their genealogy and show me your ancestor. Because if you don't really have an answer, if you haven't did your genealogy to find an ancestor that is a Moor, then you just going off conjecture. You don't know who's in your family. You don't know your family tree. You don't know if you're a Moor or not. You feel me? Do your genealogy. You gotta do your genealogy. They nigga banging hard out here before they get that work done. Hey, y'all comment in the comment section. I want to see if I can see it pop up. Because I'm going off of my mobile app right now. So I don't know. But y'all comment inside the comment section and let me see what pop up. To see if it pop up or something like that. I want to see who all in here. Who all in here from the TikTok page. And, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm gonna start going live on here more. Nigga can smoke and say whatever he want on this bitch and everything, boy. Hell yeah. We gonna fuck around and just start having one big ass smoke session. Dropping jills, read books and shit. You know what I'm saying? Maybe pour up a little wine and shit and future lives. Like niggas gonna set the mood of education. Nigga. Like for real. We gonna learn the adult way. You feel me? That's why it's called Higher Learning Book Club. I got merchandise coming soon too. And don't try to steal my idea because it's all copywritten. Signs up for the conscious mind is copywritten. Higher Learning Book Club is copywritten. So don't be trying to steal my ideal out there. You know what I'm saying? But real shit. You know what I'm saying? It's called Higher Learning Book Club. You know what I'm saying? We just get high and we learn some shit. We go through it. You know, and the lives gonna keep getting better and better every time we get on here. You know what I'm saying? The next time you see me, I had the whole I'll break down my whole genealogy just to show you how important it is, and genealogy is key. And we can run down my whole family tree if y'all want to, you know what I'm saying? The first 500 ancestors, you know, or the first 30, you know, we ain't gonna be on here too long like that with that, but you know, we're gonna run it down just so you can get the idea of it. Because I'm telling y'all, the folks lied to you. And when I mean them folks, I'm talking about Walter Plecker. I'm talking about Melville Herskovitz. I'm talking about Jim Crow. I'm talking about Woodrow Wilson. I'm talking about Henry Ford, bitch ass. I'm talking about Alex Haley lying ass, plagiarizing, stealing ass. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about all of them. All of them. They all was lying. Hell, Woodrow Wilson passed a law for himself to rewrite the history books. Most of the history books that was rewritten in his time that our kids are still using to this day, they was written by Woodrow Wilson. For real, they was written by Woodrow Wilson. He scattered the timelines. This why when you was in school, the teacher used to bounce around in the book because it was scattered. For real, they used to bounce around in the school books. You remember when you was in school, teacher be like, "All right, class, we're gonna start on chapter 1 on Monday." Then Tuesday hit, y'all all the way on chapter 8. You be like, "Damn, what happened to 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 and 7?" And then from there, then the next time you come to class, y'all might bounce right back to chapter 1 or chapter 2. You know what I'm saying? By Friday, you done bounce back and forth all around that book, boy. Man, kid, confused. There's no order to it. How it's being taught. That's because it's out of order. And Woodrow Wilson did that. You know, Charles Darwin, eugenics, Carl Linnaeus with the classifications. Man, look, and all of these people are foreigners and immigrants and shit. Most of them from Germany. You understand me? Listen to what I'm saying. Most of them people from Germany. Listen to what I'm saying. Most of them people from Germany, okay? So, the people who's running your country are Anglo-Saxons. That's a Germanic tribe. Okay? y'all better y'all better see the correlation. Who did motherfucker smack? I thought them were the folks, but I had to put that bitch out real quick. That's just a customer. That's just a customer. Alright, we back at it then. Fuck this shit, man. Now look. But yeah. But like I said, man, I really do appreciate everybody for tuning in and everything like that. I got a video I'm about to upload on my TikTok. I mean, not my TikTok, but I got a video from one of the past lives. I think it's the recent live that we just did on TikTok. For those who may have missed it, I'm about to go ahead and upload that here in a minute once I sign off of here. But like I said, man, we're going to be doing lives on YouTube a lot more because TikTok getting too sensitive and shit like that. And I've been banned off Facebook from doing lives and shit like that a long time ago, like 2-3 years ago. So with that being said, man, I really do appreciate everybody for tuning in just real quick on this little quick live that I had to finish up. It's the continuation of the early live. So with that being said, y'all already know how we end it. Vibrate high, peace, prosperity, abundance, gratefulness, gratitude, and appreciativeness. Practice serenity. Control what you can control. Let go of what you can't control, and have the wisdom to know the difference so you can balance out all karma in your life, past life, present life, and your future life. Teach your kids what you don't know because the kids is the future. They gotta know, they have to understand, and they have to realize the matrix that they're in. Teach them everything that the school is not teaching them because it's not their job to teach our kids. It's their job to brainwash our kids because United States Corporation is a corporation. They want workers. They don't want people that can think for themselves or self-govern themselves or are self-determined, okay? Understand that. And with that being said, man, vibrate high, stay dangerous, keep doing your own research. Don't take nothing for face value, even when I drop something. Go back and do your own research, okay? Get your own understanding. Self-education is the best education because that's how we did it before universities was ever invented. Peace. I'ma holler at y'all later. Stay easy, stay dangerous, man. Y'all look for that video.